always a pro's pro. How many? I got to ask you though, of the 4 major sports that you typically cover, even though it goes far beyond that, which athletes give you the best post-game answers?
I think hockey guys. There's a sincerity to hockey guys, and they fascinate me because I can't skate. These guys will play through like a severed limb. What they're willing to go through is beyond my comprehension. Like I get, dude's got to take a shot to be available, and your availability is your best ability. I appreciate what you guys put through yourselves through, rather, but hockey guys just totally fascinate me. Like there's guys whose mouths, their teeth, look like they ate a fucking grenade and they're still playing. Like
it's a rite of passage. They brag about it.
Right. What are you doing? If that happened to me, I'd be incapacitated for a week. And they're like out there for the next shift. Yeah. So there's a curiosity I have about them. And I'm not talking about them like they're zoo animals. Like, what are you? But it's
they are. They're zoo animals for sure.
They're zoo animals. They just. I played golf once with Oshie and Carlson, a couple of Capitals here in town. And Oshie had literally just had surgery on like a sports hernia a week before, and him and Carlson are talking about that moment when you're passing out from the anesthesia, about like that last couple of seconds, and they were talking about it with joy in their eyes before they go under for surgery. And I couldn't get over just how those dudes are wired, man. So hockey guys fascinate me. Those are the guys I enjoy the most because I have the least understanding of them.
There's a whole way they talk too that's like mesmerizing, like the verbiage they use, and there's like half of them aren't even Americans, right? Like they're Canadians or they're from overseas and Russia or whatnot. And there's slang to it, and
everybody's got a nick. Everybody's it's no one's just Jason or Travis. It's it's J-Bo and everyone's. You gotta. I'm doing a shitty job of what the nickname. That's good. Like what they call Wayne Gretzky. Oh, Wayno. That's what me and Steve every time we bring up Wayno. Like this is the greatest player that's ever played. And the Canadian guys talk about skating down the ice side by each. Okay, I get it. You're next to each other. Mm-hmm. There's a different language, and the boys and the room, the way they talk about the room, that's my favorite thing. It's the locker room, but the room, the way they talk about it's like a sacred place.
Oh yeah.
And you guys know it because you live it, but the hockey guys' room is a whole other level. And
there's nothing like
last year I talked to Paul Maurice after they won, the Florida Panthers won, and he gave the greatest answer. I asked, you've spent your life in pursuit of this thing, and now you've done it. And in what way does that change your life? He took this really deep pause, and then he gave this sincere thing. He said, I hope it doesn't. I hope I've lived my life in a way where it won't change me. And then he says, but next year when we go to camp, I'm going to skate the hell out of the boys because I got carte blanche. It's like it was this real sincere moment, but then right back to the way that he's going to give the boys a hard time. I don't know. Hockey guys, again, I'm being redundant, but they're mind-boggling.
Different breed, man.
No, I'm right with you. And I think anybody who's been in an ice rink or, a hockey locker room, the culture of hockey, especially in the good spots, is, nobody's put on a pedestal. Everybody is like, the moment you think you're going to be like a pretentious or like prima donna, you can't survive in that sport, right? No. Like it's all about doing stuff for your team. We had the Kachuk brothers on. Their dad obviously played in the league for a number of years. And there's two rules were be a good teammate and work hard, right? That's like sums up who these guys are. Yeah, right.
But that's life. Whoever's listening, the 92%ers, that's it. Be a good teammate and work hard. But then I'm just trying to imagine what it is to be a guy and to understand that there's going to come a time when you got to go out there on the ice and you skate up to that dude next to you and you just look at the guy and you go, you want to go?
Yeah.
And you got to say, yeah. And then down go the gloves, and like you want to go. I mean, it's like an invitation. It's like, hey, you want to go get some lunch? And like, no, do you want me to punch you in the head? But there's an invite, and then you gotta. And if you don't accept that invite, and then even if you can't fight, even if you get mopped, the boys are going to give you a stick tap because it was your turn to go. That's not It's not a space I'm familiar with.
It's so epic.
Steve Levy never once came up to me and asked me to fight. That never happened.
There's a weird thing in like a lot of hockey players' eyes where I feel like if you punch most people in the face, they get pissed. Like they're going to look at you and they're going to like, there's going to be a look of anger. I feel like if you punch a hockey guy in the face, they would smile, which I like, it's almost like this like weird mentality with some of these sports like hockey. I think rugby players are similar there. And there's certainly some football players like this where it's like, it's almost like you want to get punched in the face. It's weird.
But I've seen like when DBs and wide receivers get at it and you grab the face mask and dudes are swinging and then it's more like lunchroom, like let's separate me and then let's get mad. Where like you punch John Carlson in the head and he would be like, come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all you did was light that fuse, buddy, and you're not
this is
ready.
what I wanted.
You're not ready for what's coming. You're not ready.
Nobody's pulling us back.
Yeah.
You guys are getting me fired up for some playoff hockey here.
Hell yeah. I love it. That time of year is great. Like postmasters, and I get like, then it gets back into a great flow of, you got, one night you follow the Stanley Cup, the next night you follow, NBA playoffs. And it's just, there's a great cadence to this time of the year as we get to the spring.
You ain't lying. Now, a moment brought to you by American Express.
What's your favorite type of cuisine, Travis?
Cuisine? I'm like an American cuisine kind of guy.
Yep. Okay, are there certain cities that you think the food is better in?
New York.
Way to be super creative with your answer.
I mean, Jason, you can get anything you want in the world in New York.
I mean, it's good. I'm not going to lie. New York's very good. I think Philly's got good food, too. Philly's got great food. You know what's a really good food town, especially for anybody born in the Midwest? Chicago! That town's got great food.
It does. Here's some good news for the foodies out there. With Amex Platinum, you get access to global dining access by Resy when you add your Platinum card to your Resy profile.
So you can experience some of the hottest restaurants with access to exclusive reservations and even be notified when hard to get reservations come up.
There you go. That's the powerful backing of American Express. For full terms and to learn more, visit americanexpress.com/withAmex. Thank you to our partner, Allstate.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
That's right. Like to check expiration dates before cooking.
Like to check if you have your keys before closing the door.
Like to check the weather before heading to the beach.
That'd be a good idea. Good idea. Like how you have to check if you have your wallet before heading out to dinner. Sometimes you check to make sure you didn't bring it. It's a vet move.
This one's on you. I'll get you back next time. Well, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds of dollars.
That's right. You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Thank you to Intuit TurboTax for sponsoring today's episode.
Hey, Trav, do you remember when you told people to do their taxes?
No. But I can see myself saying that.
Well, here's a clip. Why don't we play this for everyone to see?
Make sure you do your taxes.
Yeah, and we still mean it because April 15th is coming up fast. You need to get your taxes done by then. So listen, we all know taxes can be complicated, especially when you're trying to handle them yourself.
But with TurboTax Full Service, you get an actual expert who gives your taxes their undivided attention while you focus on what matters to you.
So while your tax expert crunches numbers, you can be living your best life on a beach somewhere, sipping a drink with one of those tiny umbrellas, all while getting a real-time update on their progress.
And these experts are on it. They'll find every possible deduction and handle every form, every investment, literally. Everything.
Get a TurboTax Live expert who can file your taxes for you as soon as today and get you the biggest possible refund, because that's the reward of doing this the right way.
Now, this is Taxes, brought to you by Intuit TurboTax.
Now do your taxes. Well, let's keep this cadence in the show going. We got one last segment for you, big guy. We call this one, We Gotta Ask. We close every convo out with a little we gotta ask, and you don't have to answer, and you can basically either answer the question or tell me and Jason to go fuck off. First one off the board, what is your greatest personal athletic achievement?
I play a par 3 tournament every summer at the beach. It's a little course called
Bethany?
Well, yes, that's where our family's been for years.
Sorry, I don't know if we want to disclose this. Yeah.
Everybody in town knows where we live. come by and say hi. Look forward to seeing you. It's north of there. There's Dewey Beach, and then there's a little town called Lewis, Delaware. And Lewis, Delaware has a par 3 course called the Midway Par 3. Me and my boys have been playing a tournament there every year forever. I'm proud to tell you, last year, your boy won it in a playoff over a guy that thank you. Over a guy who actually played golf at the University of Maryland, beat him in a playoff with a birdie, and then I sent I'm not trying to name drop or whatever. This is just actually me making fun of what an idiot I am. I sent a picture to Scotty Scheffler, who has won some tournaments. I'm like, you know what, buddy? You never won this. And it's a picture of me holding up the trophy.
Oh my gosh.
Our buddy runs a bar down there called the Starboard. It's our guy Monty. And like every year, the winner of this tournament gets put up on this, on the video board outside the Starboard. And so seeing my smiling face holding that trophy, that's as good as it's going to get, boys. It's pretty much downhill from there. But I did win in Midway last summer, defending champ. Actually, you know what? Not defending, because no one can take it away from me. I'm the reigning champ. Bitch.
Reigning champ.
What?
Yeah, baby.
Come get it.
Yeah.
See you in July. Reigning Midway Dingle champion. Bang. That's it.
Thrown this man.
All right, you tweeted this at the New Heights account. Please elaborate. How close did you or Mark Schlereth come to shitting your pants on air?
Okay. So, all right, let's just say Mark Schlereth, shout to Stink, my guy.
Yeah, Stink.
I taught him how to tie his tie, and like it should have been a Sports Center commercial. I taught him how to get that great dimple in the middle of his tie, and he, to this day, we love laughing about that. But this was a story. Show me a man who says he has to shit his pants, I'll show you a liar. Has it happened on air? I explained Mark Schlereth is familiar with it. So there was a day where I was having a rough day. Had a little bubble, a little gurgle in the belly, a little bad tummy. Yeah. And I'm said to Stink, buddy, there's a decent chance that while we're sitting out here, I might shit my pants. And Stink says to me, oh, it's fine. You just need to put some leaves in the gutter. I'm like, excuse me? He's like, you don't know leaves in the gutter? I'm like, what's leaves in the gutter? He's like, you just take a big giant ball of toilet paper and you ball it up and you put it in your ass crack. And then while you're sitting there, you know, in your boxers, it's basically like a diaper of sorts. Because I wasn't going to full on shit my pants. It was going to be just a short kind of a moment. Just that, is this a fart? Oh, it's hot. No, that wasn't a fart. And so I had leaves in the gutter, and then that night, this gets better.
It's a pro move.
He's there to do analysis on, say, the Thursday night game. For argument's sake, it's the Steelers and the Bengals. I don't remember. But I said, because a lot of what we do are inside jokes, I said, you know, Stink, tonight, the Steelers defense, man, they bottled up that run for the Bengals like leaves in the gutter. And Stink barely can get through the segment because I'm talking about the balled up toilet paper in my butt crack that he shared with me. And I'm happy to say I did not need the leaves in the gutter, but fellas, maybe ladies, when in doubt, if you need to go leaves in the gutter, there's a pro tip from Mark Schlereth to me, to you. And that's the story of how Scott Van Pelt almost shit his pants on TV. That's cool. Wow. I didn't know we were going to get into that, but that's a true story. There you go.
I'm stealing that leaves too. I'm telling everybody that leaves in the gutter. Hey, shout out to Stink.
It happens, and if you got a little gurgly belly, you want to make sure that would be a real bad problem if it happened without the leaves in the gutter.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you watch outside of sports, Scott?
This is a bone of contention with Stanford Steve. Nothing. I have so many shows I know I'm supposed to watch. He's like, you got to watch. And Steve is a consumer of content. He's up on all the great shows. And then he's like, bro, White Lotus? And then he shows me the White Lotus scene where Goggins' character's talking to the dude about ladyboys. And I'm like,
it's so great.
I'm like, this is the show I'm supposed to watch? Like, my man's going through it.
Oh, yeah.
That's a tough on-ramp for a show. If like, what's this? He's like, oh, it's a resort. Like, what kind of resort is it? So I have 3 young kids. Maybe this is sad, but it's true. I just really love sports, and if I have free time and there's a game on, I find myself watching it, A, because I like it, and B, because it's my job to kind of be aware of what's going on. And so I don't think I've watched anything like immersed in it since Breaking Bad, and that hasn't been on the air in years.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's been a while.
That's a good one, though.
I'm really, really bad at this because I know what I'm supposed to know, and I can kind of passively bullshit my way through a White Lotus or a Severance conversation. Like I saw you talking to Ben about waffles and all this stuff, and I know what it's about, but only vaguely, and that's always bad. It's like if you only speak like a little bit of Spanish, and people are talking Spanish, and you're just nodding, and you're like, biblioteca. Yeah. Zapatos. That's shoes, right. I'm that guy that knows like 8 words in Spanish. That's what I'm able to do when it comes to TV shows. And I always say I'm going to do it, but I'm not going to lie to anybody anymore. I'm probably not going to watch any of this, and that's my own fault, but that's where I'm at.
Well, what about TV shows about sports? What about like Ted Lasso?
I was in that, no big deal.
Yeah, there we go.
No, that was actually really cool. This, and you had Jason on, and he broke the news about that, which was cool.
Yeah.
I was told, hey, Jason Sudeikis wants to talk to you. I said, what about? Like, well, they're going to do this show, and he wants to talk to you about it. I said, well, just tell him I'll just do it. Whatever it is, it's fine. It's a cameo, no big deal. Yeah. No, he really wants to talk to you. Okay. So I end up on the phone with Sudeikis, and we end up talking for like an hour about life and how we held a lot of similar views about gratitude and all the stuff I was kind of talking about.
Yeah,
and
awesome.
What a cool man, what a great dude, what a fun guy to talk to. And he just wanted me, it was really important to him that I understood what this guy was about, and then how much they wanted me to be sort of the guy that set the tone in that very first episode with the SportsCenter thing about this coach that's going to go over. And I'm like, sure, of course. But what I got out of it was this really, really meaningful conversation with this guy right before this thing became this phenomenon. And so it was really neat because, Jason, you mentioned when you brought me on, it was nice. Like, I've been nominated a lot. I've been nominated like 8 times for an Emmy. I've never won one. Well, when they won everything, I'm like, hey man, I was in an episode. Do I get a trophy? Like, how's this work? Right? You told me how important it was for me to be part of it. Like, I was in one. Like, how far down the line of credits do we go? I was kidding. I didn't really want one. I'm not that thirsty, but anyway, it was cool that he asked me to be part of that, and that he had this sincere want for me to understand what it was about. So anyway, no, like I did watch Ted Lasso. The wife and I watched that. I think that's the sweet spot for me. I need something that's about that long that you can kind of watch on demand when, you're not refereeing WWE between the boys in the basement.
I love it.
Do you have a favorite sport to watch?
Whatever's on. Well, I wouldn't say that. Like, I love college basketball. I love the tournament. When the Stanley Cup is on, I'm mesmerized by that. Like, playoff hockey, overtime is the most tense thing there is, because at any moment the game just ends. And then when I'm watching that, I'm like, there's nothing that's cooler than this. But then, like, look, college football, you turn it on, if it's a big Big Ten game, a big SEC game, whatever league, I don't care. But then, like, when we're at Monday Night Football and it's, a couple years ago when Philly came to Arrowhead, like, you knew what that the stakes were high for a regular season night. There was juice, there was real, that's hard to manufacture. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm real, whichever way the wind blows. The place that I'm at right now, I love that, and I love baseball. It's just that it gets, by August and we're dragging. You're just waiting for football to kick at that point. But then when we get to the playoffs, man, playoff baseball is incredibly intense too. So I'm like you all, man. I grew up with it. I love it. And whatever we got tonight, I'm excited because something will happen that I don't know is going to happen.
Yes.
Well, one last question for you, big guy. What are your Mount Rushmore of SportsCenter top 10 plays?
The all-time greatest plays ever?
Of yours.
Not to put you on the spot.
Yours that you just hopefully,
For me?
Yeah. Yes.
Things that happened to me or things I did on SportsCenter? Or things I saw, things I called.
There you go.
Bro, your boy's done.
This is a tough spot. Just tell us to fuck off. Just tell us to fuck off. This is where you just tell us to fuck off.
Fuck off.
Thank you.
Fuck off.
Scott Van Pelt, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm old and feeble. This brain is mush, and I've done a lot of shows, man. I don't know.
You've told us already so many fucking golden stories, man. Thank you for your time, brother. We appreciate you.
Hey, listen, continued success in all things, boys. You guys,
You know it.
yeah, be grateful for what we get to do. I know you guys are and do, but I think it's important that people hear that, that Anberg story I told. I'm sincere about it, the going to the Masters, being present, being grateful. I just think that's a great sort of place to stay. I try my best. I love what you guys have. I love the bond. I love you guys sharing your lives with people because they're interested and, it's fun to stop in and say hello. So keep doing what you guys are doing.
You're the best, brother.
Complete honor to have you on, Scott. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dude.
You're the best.
All right. Fuck off.
Scott Van Pelt, everyone. That's so
Fucking
good.
gold, man.
How awesome was that?
Dude.
Told you, man. Guy's the best.
It just felt like we were in the living room and he was just speaking the gospel to us, like telling us like the stuff that his father said, how he's still, dude, just an all-time great dude.
He's just an all-timer, man.
Can tell a story like nobody else, man.
ain't lying.
And yeah, I mean, leaves in the gutter forever.
He's in the
Let's keep it moving.
Let's get to some no dumb questions brought to you by Perplexity. That's right. We've spent so much time on this show looking up answers. We are now sponsored by a search engine. How about that? Shout out to Perplexity. Discover fast and reliable search with Perplexity today. From M. No dumb questions. If you could make one of your body parts detachable, which would it be and why?
Detachable?
It's a very weird question, M. I'll wait for you to answer first. What would I want to be detachable?
I don't know. Maybe my ears, so I wouldn't have to hear people.
That's what I was thinking too. You can right away just like
nose, because I think smells can be.
You're going senses.
Yeah, I think smells can be a little more.
There's some mayonnaise in the area. You don't want to have to smell that.
I'm not trying to smell that shit. I'm going senses though. I'm going ears or nose.
Ears or nose? Ears would be nice. You're trying to get some shut-eye, trying to go to sleep, just take your ears off.
Yeah. Ooh.
Sleep tight.
That's real nice. Then you're never waking up. You have to get something that shakes the room or something.
All right, I'm just going to throw it out there. I mean, if we're being honest, it usually just gets in the way.
Jason.
I mean, it's an inconvenient appendage at times. I mean, listen, I'm very happy I have one.
The ball and chain?
I feel like it's a one. I think it's a one.
No, there's two different.
It's a one-stop shop. I think it's all the same appendage.
I don't think that's how it works.
So you can't. If you could just take it all off, I mean, it would just. I mean, it would eradicate. I mean, it just gets in the way sometimes. You know what I mean? Like if you're running, you got to think there'd be less friction without that in between your legs trying to play sports, right?
No, I don't think about it. It doesn't bother me at all.
And then if like you could take, I mean, let's just be honest, if you can detach it, that means you could probably attach an
Breaking news for Kelce and Swift fans. What sounded like a casual podcast moment may have just turned into the biggest confirmation yet, as Travis Kelce surprised listeners with a statement that quickly sent the internet into a frenzy. During a fresh episode of New Heights, while chatting alongside his brother Jason in their usual relaxed and humorous style, Travis casually shifted the conversation away from light Easter talk and hinted at something far more serious. And just when fans thought it was another playful tease, he dropped what many believe was a clear confirmation about his future with Taylor Swift, revealing that plans for their wedding are officially moving forward after Easter, a moment that instantly caught Jason off guard and sparked a mix of excitement and curiosity among listeners. What made this even more powerful was how naturally it came out. No dramatic build-up, no official announcement tone. Just a confident, almost relieved Travis speaking as if the decision had already been made behind the scenes, which has now led fans to speculate that the couple has been quietly preparing for this next chapter away from the spotlight. And while no exact date or details were shared, the timing alone has created massive buzz, especially considering how private both Travis and Taylor have been about their relationship milestones, making this subtle confirmation feel even more meaningful. Now fans are connecting the dots, from recent appearances to small clues that suddenly seem less coincidental. And the big question remains, was this an intentional reveal, or did Travis just let something slip that wasn't meant to be public just yet?